A Toplace Firesale and a developer arrest warrant. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of Heiser Says. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's check out this article from news.com sent to me by several viewers. The ongoing saga with regards to Toplace. So, lenders are set to sell Toplace assets after the Sydney developer collapses. Major lenders are set to sell more than $500 million worth of Sydney housing development projects as a fugitive property developer's empire falls apart. More than $500 million. $500 million, guys. $500 million. The projects are set to hit the market. The Sydney Morning Herald reports thousands of apartment owners living in Toplace buildings are concerned there'll be no money left to fix millions of dollars worth of defects as major lenders move to sell Toplace assets to recoup their losses. The owner's worst fear is that any legitimate claim or opportunity to claw back funds for defective work is gobbled up by secured creditors, said a source close to one of the owner's corporations, told the publications. Yeah, that's probably going to happen, isn't it? Oh, I'd be surprised if that doesn't happen. What do you reckon, guys? What do you reckon? According to the Sydney Morning Herald, court documents revealed Mr. Nassif's collapsed property empire has debts of more than $1.24 billion, including $88.5 million to suppliers and tradespeople. Oh, boy. A source close to one of the lenders told the publication that having taken control of the assets, the receivers are preparing to go to sale, and that process is expected to commence soon. The lenders are also concerned that they will be charged default penalty interest rates of up to 30% now that Toplace has gone into administration. In March, insolvency firm Cordamentha was appointed as the receiver and manager of the firms run by Jean Nassif. The companies are responsible for the giant Skyview apartment complex in Sydney's northwest. Tenants were initially barred from moving into the 900-unit block built by Mr. Nassif in Castle Hill after signs of cracking were found in the complex basement. This is... Are any of you brave enough to move into one of these things, to buy an apartment these days? You know, one recently finished? Or maybe it's just the New South Wales sector. Here's one thing. They've implemented all of these changes in New South Wales to try and address a lot of the construction defects. And a big part of that is putting a whole lot of responsibility onto the designers and the architects when we don't have any authority on site. It's insane. I was asked to look at, I think, becoming a design practitioner or a building design practitioner, one of these things in their act. And I just looked at potential $250,000 fine, potential $250,000 fine, potential $250,000 fine. When can the people on site even afford to have easy access to the Australian standards that they're meant to work to? I mean, that's the thing. Let's make another course, charge people to do it, put all extra responsibility on the people that are already removed from the role of responsibility. Because under a design and construct procurement method, it doesn't matter whatever the architect says, the builder can ignore it. So, yeah. Let's see if these defects remain in New South Wales or how long it takes to sort it out. But I don't suspect they're on the right path to an answer there. But hey, it'll be good sound bites. It'll make people feel good. They'll feel like they're doing something. And I'm just getting too old and cynical. So he's listed as director of both 51 OCHR and JKN Finance, which are the owners and developers of the Skyview Towers. Toplace was the builder of Skyview. So we can see here. Last month, it was revealed Mr. Nassif's building firm, Toplace Proprietary Limited, had collapsed into administration with ASIC. The company filed for voluntary administration through lawyers in contact with Mr. Nassif. Anthony Resnick and Sulan McCullum of insolvency firm DVT Group are the appointed administrators. They're only in charge of the building arm of Toplace Group, not any of the other streams of the business, and they've been contacted for comment. Toplace has been in operation since 92 and claimed to have built 30,000 adobes over the years. That's a lot. That's what, 30 years of business, including residential houses and apartments, shopping centers, and commercial offices. The firm reportedly has not been able to function as a company for some time after losing its building license due to failing to fix serious defects at a Sydney apartment complex. The New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal stripped it of its license after failing to comply with a court order. In June, New South Wales Police issued an arrest warrant for Mr. Nassif in relation to fraud-related charges. He's understood to be living overseas. Police believe the 55-year-old has not been in the country for months, since at least December. Oh, that screams of innocence, doesn't it? Strike Force Kalul was established in 2021 to investigate his alleged financial crimes. Detective Superintendent Peter Fox said in June that police were yet to engage overseas governments or law enforcement agencies in their search, but would do so after there was more clarity on where he could be. If he is offshore and overseas, then we'll commence the appropriate conversations with those people in relation to that, he said. We've only just applied for the arrest warrant. We're now looking at those options in relation to if he is offshore. Meanwhile, Mr. Nassif's daughter, Ashlyn Nassif, has had her legal practicing certificate suspended after she fights allegations she used fake contracts to secure a $150 million loan. The 29-year-old is accused of falsifying $10.5 million in pre-sale contracts for the development of the $900 million Skyview apartment complex in northwest Sydney. The partner of law firm EA Legal was charged with dishonestly obtaining financial advantage by deception and publishing false or misleading material. She was granted bail in March with $2.6 million secured by her family. Earlier this year, Mr. Nassif was called to front a New South Wales parliamentary inquiry into allegations of impropriety at Hill Shire Council, but declined to attend as he said he would be in a remote part of Lebanon conducting business and recuperating from a medical procedure, and had intended to be overseas until March 2023. Well, there we go. So, let's have a chat about this one, guys. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Is anyone at all surprised, do you think? Do you think it all seems a bit fishy? We'll have to see how it all works out, but hey, will they be able to bring him back? Is this going to be a repeat of the good old chase for Skase? Remember that one, guys? They never got him back, did they? Once you're overseas, you can stay in a remote part. We'll see how it goes. Well, there you go. I'll be shocked if the owners and people living in these buildings can get enough money to get their defects fixed. As always, thanks for watching. Check out HeiserBim or Heiser Does, and if you're a fan and enjoy my content, you can support us on YouTube or Patreon, use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call me if you need an architect. Take care, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.